I have 9 tips just run through. I'm not going to run through it now. I will reveal it one by one. So number one tip is dramatize your expressions. You can be a teacher, or you can work in a bank, or you can be an NGO leader, or a program project leader, or you can be a parent, or any. You just need to have these communication strategies in your life, because 80% of our time in our family, work, and friends and associations, we communicate. We speak or present or we listen. And what happens when we dramatize our expressions? You must have heard about this. You know this technique already, but I'm going to tell you how to do it. So let us take a very well-known movie. And those who have not known, you can just put any of the hero that you already know. So and I would like to use that video just to tell these points. Why we have to dramatize? Because it captures attention. It engages with. I already said the impactful communicator adds emotions with logic. That is the basic thing, takeaway that you can take, one of the takeaways. And then you have to build the tension, like what I did in my school and then college, and then what happens. So you have to build the tension, highlighting the need, for action. And then you have to deliver the hope, then afterwards, what I was doing in my 30s and 40s. So uh, let me take uh, one of the movies. Always movies do this. They come out with a context, the beginning. They just introduce the place, introduce the people, introduce their goals, introduce their characters, and then a problem arises. There is a challenge put on the hero, and then the problem escalates, and the worst is happening. What happens? That is where after the intermission, then some kind of discovery is happening. The hero gets some help, and then afterwards, there is a rise, and then fighting back. And at last, they live happily ever after. So how does that, you can compare it with any communication, like for the project proposals. Let's take a project proposal. Okay, now you go on with, there is a village where children, they have, the context is that the water is contaminated, and that then the problem arises. The children they get lots of diseases. What happens? That they leave the school, they go for work, and they become dropouts, and then the hope is lost. Many of the school in that village has lost all the children. So a discovery is found. Someone comes there, an NGO, and then they have a refining unit. The project is done there, and the children come back. So if you know this technique of scripting, so when you write a proposal, you have to think like a script writer of a drama or a film, and how you establish the character, you establish the context, you establish, what is happening, and you have to make it so worst. I'll give you the graph out of it. Usually the story goes this way, but I'll make it more simple for you. So usually the current context, and you have to give the problem statement, and then how the problem escalates, then all the hope is lost. So you need critically the solution. When you look at from the perspective of the fundraiser, of a funder, they have to feel the critical need. Not only the beneficiaries need, the beneficiaries feel the critical need. Not only the NGO leader feels it, the feeling has to be transferred to the funder's heart. Now, this is where this rise and fall you have to take into grant. So now then, a solution is found out and it is implemented and it has an impact. It has an output and the outcome. It's a short-term benefit and long-term benefit. So this is how you dramatize your expressions in the project proposal. And even in your presentations, you may be working anywhere. You have to imagine, you have to get this picture, of the context, the problems, all the hope lost, and then slowly the solutions. So this slide is very, very important.